Audio. Ready. 3, 2, 1. All right. Welcome to the No Soi Podcast.
Welcome back. It's been...
My sister told me Handsome Squidward was the way to go.
Handsome Squidward was... Yeah. Handsome Squidward is the way to go. Because
like yo.
When you had the glasses and you squint, you look like Hannibal Buress.
Yeah, and then I'd be like fucking... The light be beaming and shit. And it's like an anime. Bun gay. Bun is gay.
Sukiyomi.
Suck
my what? Hey, yo!
Bun guy. Sukiyomi. And then he has a bunch of rainbow colored petals come out. And they shaped like a dildo and Ichigo's just running from him. He's like, stop! You won't catch me, gay thoughts.
All right, this is gonna be one of them. All right, this is gonna be one of them episodes. Okay, cool.
I done started.
You done started.
Yeah.
You done started. All right.
And I was priding myself on not cracking gay jokes first for the past couple of episodes.
But gay jokes are funny.
But hey.
All jokes are funny, theoretically.
Yeah, it depends on the delivery.
Depending on the delivery. You know?
Yeah.
But that's what comedy is for. It's, to make fun of things that shouldn't be talked about or dark issues or depressing issues.
Yeah, speaking of depressing issues, Joe Rogan is getting his ass canceled for the 16th time.
All the time. First it was like the whole COVID shit. And
and then it was like he had a doctor on there recently and there was like misinformation.
Yeah,
and all that.
like misinformation and trying to take him down off Spotify. And recently he said the gamer word, the no word.
He called everybody an N-faggot. What? You was trying to avoid it?
He straight said and faggot, but I was just gonna say
Nick Gar's F word.
Nick Gars.
Nick Gars.
Hey, what's up, Nick Gars? I love how they catch Twitch streamers and like shit like that, and then they don't fucking realize
all the time.
But yeah, he's been caught on camera saying the N-word multiple times. Me, because I know we both kind of feel the same but different, have different opinions on people saying people saying the N-word. Me personally, as long as it doesn't come from a place of hate, you can kind of tell when it comes from a place of hate. When you're you can hear it. I mean, it's a horrible word that people shouldn't be using.
Weaponizing, basically.
Weaponizing, not using weaponizing. They shouldn't be weaponizing, but at the same time, like, it's hard to stop people from saying a word when you hear it all the time. It's something. It's consistent in media, all types of media. You hear it in video games, especially if you play games. If you're from that Call of Duty Modern Warfare 1 and 2 era, those fucking lobbies were a mess. Nigga, you visited your mama. That's why your dad never came back.
Yeah, that's how it made careers.
It did.
Like that certain YouTuber I don't like.
That certain YouTuber, his name used to be Modern War Negro. He changed it to Black Hokage, which is fucking gay, but whatever.
Yeah, he's fucking gay. But whatever.
Back to Joe Rogan.
Whatever.
Back to Joe Rogan.
I didn't see the clip.
Of words.
Yeah, I didn't see the clip. Oh, you're gonna pull it up? Pull it up, Jamie.
I'm gonna pull it up. It's just him saying the N-word, but the way that it's edited is taken out of context. You can tell people they went back years to try to find this shit.
Oh, it was that old?
The nigger thing. Yeah, saying the word nigger. I already said nigger. He is just like nigger. Saying nigger. She's calling you a nigger. It's like this boy that he's a nigger.
Wow.
Start calling him niggers. Word nigger. There should be a word like nigger, especially nigger. That's our nigger. He says nigger. Guy, a nigger. And then our niggers start saying nigger. To use the word nigger. Out the word nigger. Say nigger. Word nigger. Say nigger, and they couldn't say nigger. Most nigger. He takes us there. We get out, and we're giggling. Oh, we're going to see Planet of the Apes. We walk into Planet of the Apes. We walked into Africa, dude. We walked in the door, and there was no white people. I'm making this video to talk about the most.
That's him.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah. So somebody dug up that. Basically.
Someone dug up and mixed together him
dropping N-bombs.
Him dropping N-bombs, right? And him saying it is wrong. Me and you both understand that. We fully get that him saying the N-word is wrong. But At the same time, I challenge anyone to have someone look back at your past and I'm pretty sure
be able to dig up some bullshit.
Not be able to dig up some bullshit.
Yeah.
Because we all have a digital footprint now, and it's really easy to dig up things that we've said when we were younger, and
you can.
Things that we don't know at the time, or things that we shouldn't have said.
Hell, things we've done.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like embarrassing moments.
That's like hate crimes, nigga. What?
Nah, not
you
hate crimes.
hate crimes? Wait a second. Podcast over.
Man, yeah, podcast over. You know what? I could have said that better. Yeah, that was bad.
So I was just like,
yikes.
Ouch.
But no, back to the topic again. I'm sorry. I was in my own head.
No, you're good. You're fine.
Dropping N-bombs. Like if you dig deep enough, you can find dirt on a little bit of anybody.
Anyone.
Hell. Oh boy, your parents got some dirt on them. You know, like imagine if you can dig up text threads from like your folks from years ago.
No, just dig up threads in
voicemails.
Just in general. Like,
or pages.
Pages. Fuck you.
What was our people doing? Like our parents doing paging?
I don't know, man. But just think about, because like backroom, but that kind of goes into like the whole backroom conversation, the things you say amongst your friends shouldn't be shared kind of sort of thing. As long as they're not saying anything like they're going to go kill somebody or kill themselves, or like as long as they're not doing harm, it should theoretically be fine. But we do live in an era where everything you say is misconstrued and everything is looked under a microscope. That's just how
we're in such a PC-ass world.
It's super PC, and I and it goes back to the whole. Now that I'm older, I understand. Remember, as kids, sticks and stones were breaking my bones, but words never hurt me.
Yeah,
but like it's.
It seems like words are hurting a lot of people.
Words hurt now.
They hurt.
I don't get me wrong. Words can cut deep, but I think there's a disconnect. Is this something that is actually going to physically give me pain, or is it something that I feel uncomfortable with? And there's a difference from feeling uncomfortable or mad or upset about it to, is this actually physically gonna hurt me? And words shouldn't physically hurt you, but people are gonna say, "Oh, words physically hurt." But
a lot of people just grew up not knowing how to handle their emotions. Period. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And but it's probably a generational thing because some people's parents didn't know how to handle emotions, so all they did was work to death. Mm-hmm. So they didn't teach their kids how to handle their emotions. And then you also got to keep in mind that we grew up in the you earn your trophy era. Mm-hmm. And the people right after us grew up.
Everyone gets a trophy.
Everybody gets a trophy. You get a trophy just for participating. You get a trophy for your feelings are hurt. You get an award.
You showed up. Here's the trophy.
Like people were coddled to a crazy degree, and
really, really coddled.
They are so emotionally vulnerable.
Yeah, and people he was saying, people aren't taught to deal with their emotions. Normally, it seems like everyone just has temper tantrums. Like it just seems like everybody emotional state now is at the emotional state of like a 4-year-old, a 5-year-old, where they just throw tantrums because
you said something
you
mean on the internet. My rights. And everybody wants to be a victim.
Everybody,
it's the cool thing to do now.
And it's on both sides.
It's on all sides.
The right will say it's the left will say it's the right, but they're all in there. They're all like the whole. I don't know if you fucking the company Carhartt, how they're making people like it's like a blue collar company. You see what guys that work outside usually wear the car. Well, yeah. So, and then all the right-wing guys are just like, oh, let's burn all our Carhartt because they're making people get vaccinated. And if they work at their factories, you have to be vaccinated. First of all, it's a fucking company. You work for that company. They can tell you what the fuck to do. You sign those papers. They pay your paycheck. If you want to quit, go ahead. But you have to follow their rules because it's their company. That's what they're saying. If you want to work there. Now, if you feel that strongly about that,
get out of there.
It shows that the right is just so. It's just on both sides, left and right, are just babies.
They're just kind of like you go far enough left, you go far enough right, you'll see the morons.
My feelings are hurt. America isn't the way. I wish America was the way it was with my grandparents. Oh, so the 1950s, so they can say nigger and like you can just be a white piece of shit. That's what you want.
Basically, they just want to hang.
They just want to go back where,
like, let's just be real. They just want to commit hate crimes.
Yeah, and get away with it, and like, and people are scared and they're docile. Well, this is on the right side, and like it's a different era. People are soft, but at the same time, we are from the same. Our era and up are from the era was just like legitly fucking around and find out. You want to be on some racist shit? You get your teeth knocked the fuck out. Like, we're not our parents. We're not our grandparents. We're not going to be, we shall overcome.
You went on that.
No, it's like legit. You say some racist shit. That's what it is. Like, you're getting fucking assaulted.
Like,
and vice versa. Like if you say some crazy shit and disrespect a white person and you're in the fault and they fucking punch you, that's on you.
So with this tangent you just went on, right?
Yes.
Are you for or against Joe Rogan getting canceled for dropping an N-bomb? Because do you think it was out of a racist place, like a malicious racist
No, I don't think it was out of
a
racist or malicious place.
Or was it just like a casual conversation taken out of context?
They seem like casual conversations taken out of context. I mean, obviously, you should have known better. I'm not for canceling him. I'm for him admitting his mistakes and learning. And doing better. And that's the thing that we don't give people the chance to change.
Yeah.
To learn from their mistakes.
Because people do change.
People do change, and then you gotta understand that a lot of white people think it's okay just to say nigga.
Yeah.
Or nigga and just throw it around. They just think that it's just okay to think. Is it okay to say no? Are you gonna do it? More than likely. Right? Mm-hmm. Let's be real. Should you be out in public and be saying the N-word? No, but if you're with your friends and y'all are saying the N-word, that's on you guys.
Yeah.
It takes nothing away from me because I don't give a shit.
Yeah.
But I'm not for him getting canceled. I don't think anyone should really be canceled personally. I feel like there needs to be open dialogue because everyone's right. No one wants to talk to each other anymore. Right. How do you feel?
Personally, I got a slightly more harder stance on the N-bomb being dropped than you.
This is true.
Yeah, I'm more like, just don't fucking say it. You know what I mean? But I get it. A lot of people say these things in their own personal. That has no effect on me. But, I'm starting, the older I get, the more relaxed I'm getting towards it. Mm-hmm. Because what are you going to do? Are you going to really fight every white person that says it?
Exactly.
Like, you know what I mean?
It's draining.
It's draining. It's so draining to be in that kind of mental space. So I'm just like, the context, it's all about the context in which it was said for me. As far as Joe Rogan cancellation, I don't think he's going to get canceled at all. I don't think canceling certain people works.
It doesn't.
Like, at a certain level, you can't cancel a person. No matter what you do. No matter what.
It just doesn't work.
It backfires even.
And I feel like now it's there's a growing, I wouldn't say movement, but there's a growing group of people who are just tired of everyone getting canceled.
Oh, yeah.
People are just
the anti-cancel culture.
Anti-cancel culture. It's just people are just tired of getting canceled. Canceling people, what that brings, because a lot of companies are scared, people are scared, what that brings is the anti-cancel culture. And it's going to get to a point where people are just going to say whatever fuck they want to say because they don't care anymore.
Yep.
And they don't care about the consequences. That's what happens when you try to invoke cancel culture.
It worked for Chick-fil-A.
Yeah, when you try to invoke cancel culture, people are just going to get fed up and they're going to get tired and they're just going to say whatever the fuck they want to say. Yeah. Fuck, they're like, fuck what happens. Like, because they're just tired. Because it's just like, you got to walk on eggshells all day. You don't you don't really know. Some of it is kind of ridiculous, but I honestly, you shouldn't, even though we make a lot of gay jokes, we do support.
We don't hate gay
we don't hate gay people.
And it's not that we don't support the LGBT alphabet people. Especially the ones that ain't super toxic.
We come from more of a stance of everyone should get made fun of. No one is immune. No one should be immune from jokes.
No one's immune to a roasting.
No one is immune to a roasting, and I just feel like that's how it should be. Now, where you take that roasting, if you just on some fucking racist, you would have had the blacks 50 years ago. He was hanging on the tree. He's a nigger. He's a nigger. He's a nigger.
Hanging on the tree.
And now if you're like, that's that's a bit much. That's much.
Ooh.
But like I said, there's good ways to tell jokes about different races. You can make fun of who you want to. It's about the delivery for me. And like, you don't have to go all racist to make a good joke about another race. You know,
and you know,
you have one of my favorite. Even though I hate it, your jokes on Japanese swords is fucking hilarious.
Yes, because the hype behind katanas is retarded, you know.
But the joke is funny. But
the bit is funny because you know it's based on actual facts. You know, they kept killing. Only reason katanas is so famous is because they was killing niggas in t-shirts. Oh wow. You can kill a person wearing a t-shirt with a blade. That's fucking nuts, yo. Wow. Hey, let's put on some wooden armor. They'll never be able to cut through this. And guess what? Most of those shitty-ass, pig iron-ass katanas, bro, that's why they had to carry 2 of them, because them bitches was just terrible. But anyway. Nippon steel.
You put it 10 million times.
They had to do that because the metal sucked. And then, you know, they just want to sit here and jerk off about how good katanas
He really hates katanas.
Oh, yeah, I hate the hype.
He hates katanas.
Why did you do that to me?
Because it's a good bit. It's a good joke. You know, because, like, you're not being, I mean, you don't have to use the quote-unquote Asian accent if you want, but it's still a good joke.
But no, yeah, like, the whole... Yeah, let's kill a bunch of niggas in t-shirts, he says. And then brag about how sharp our steel is. Nippon steel! Kills a man, kills a bystander. Kills peasant farmer. Nippon steel is so strong. Oh, God.
But yeah, but like I said...
This was given to me by my great-grandfather.
There's ways to go about jokes. And how you make jokes. Like I said, everyone should get made fun of. That's how I feel. Like, black, white, Hispanic.
Don't
Asian.
kill humor.
Yeah, don't kill humor. You know, because the more you cancel it, the more outrageous humor is going to be. So I feel like if this continues, like I said, it's just going to be a point where people are just like, being outright just crazy racist because,
or irate, period. You know, crazy racist, misogynist, anti-feminist and all that cool shit. A lot of those movements have proven themselves to backfire in the first place.
That's true.
Like, I heard that a person who's trying to do good, people who try to be wary of people who are always trying to do good. Because eventually they're going to try to do things so good, do so much good in the world, they'll wind up doing harm. And that's what this is. It's a movement, like, cancel culture is a movement started from, like, well-intentioned. That is actually probably going to be so well-intended, it's going to do more harm than good down the line.
And people weaponize it.
And it's being weaponized.
It's just like everyone is offended by everything.
And it's being weaponized by people who are just like losers who don't really have a fucking real leg to stand on.
Fucking losers.
Fucking loser. I'm the coolest guy in the room. But no. Serious. It's just being weaponized by people who really don't have a real case in some instances. They're just spoiled bitches. So, what else you had to talk about?
What else Okay, so, nigga. Fucking Demon Slayer is fucking goated.
Demon Slayer.
Nigga. Demon Slayer showed its ass this season.
The past 4 or 5... Wait, how many episodes?
That was like 6, 7 episodes of just like...
pure fighting.
Just pure fighting.
And it was like not a single episode had bad animation. Like, they went hard every episode. Like, the first 2 episodes were like filler-ish episodes, slice of life, training arc. And so the animation was like all over the place. As soon as that motherfucking Upper Moon came out,
it was just...
Boy! Oh!
It's just on site. These last episodes have been...
It was first just, and I thought Tanjiro was gonna die because it was like, it felt like he was gonna die. Yeah. Because it was just him with the Upper Moon at first.
I was like,
him versus her, and she was going hard on him. He couldn't keep up until he had like some weird emotional breakdown, and he was just like, oh shit, I'm Super Saiyan now, and he was able to actually perform. And then he got the upper hand on her, and then his boy, the sound dude, came, and then his sound dude chopped her head off immediately.
Like, wait, why is she not dead?
And then we were just sitting there like, she's still just talking shit.
Then the
real Upper Moon came out, and
then it was
on like Donkey Kong.
It was on site each episode.
And then, there was a little bit of a skirmish in the building, but then my boy Zenetsu and then Nosuke popped up, and Zenetsu fucking did that lightning thing.
Zenetsu being the goat.
Roof.
Zenetsu being the
Zenetsu can, I swear, he's the only one in that whole fight who was holding his own.
Yeah.
He didn't take no real damage.
No, he's basically his head is bleeding and shit like that. But
that was because of the debris collapsing on him. That was because of
and then his legs are bleeding because
he's using his
special
Godspeed.
His Godspeed flash or whatever it's called.
It's just godlike speed. That's what he said.
But it's just because I was telling him
and then that combination attack. That was beautiful. That was so beautiful.
Oh, the water form.
The water form and the lightning just crisscrossing and deflecting shit, and Nosuke charging down, and it's
everything
about that fight.
Everything about
then the
whole
fucking
fight.
finale of the fight, and they had to put that last cliffhanger. Mm-hmm. The fight's finale, that was nuts, yo! He had a whole...
Do his neck. You want to know what he's talking about by the time this is posted.
By the time this is posted, y'all...
Yeah, if y'all ain't seen it, that's on y'all.
Fuck you.
Spoiler alert. But he had the whole fucking sickle through his throat.
He had the whole sickle through his throat and cut dude's head off. It was nuts.
Man, it's just
everybody had to. It was such a struggle. That whole fight was stress, like I said earlier. Every bit of that encounter,
everything about that,
because it kept ramping up, and every time you think they had a moment to breathe, motherfuckers right in their face. Tanjiro's looking like, Nezuko, I'm glad you're all right. And then boom, you're just standing there ooh, you suck, bro.
You suck. You all right, bro?
You all right, man?
Look at your fingers. Fucking hot.
Yep, you crack. Pop. He only got one hand, and then now he only got 3 fingers. Yo.
That whole thing. Obviously, I don't really watch Attack on Titan. He does, but why I say Demon Slayer is goated, obviously Attack on Titan is goated, because it feels like for a long time, if you're not an avid anime watcher,
it was a drought.
There was a lull for years where everyone kind of
it was just stagnated.
And it feels like
it was so
starting to come full circle. I feel like it really started with Attack on Titan, kind of introducing something, the whole nobody's safe kind of thing. You don't know where it's going, and then the seasons go on, and it's a completely different story. And then...
But Hosono, the lull happened around when Attack on Titan went on hiatus for 4 years.
Right. Oh yeah, it did go on hiatus for a while.
It went on hiatus for 5 years, and then other animes started taking over.
Because it kind of seems like
we got
a lot of copy and paste.
Yeah, a lot of copy paste.
Because people were
a lot of animes where. Okay, I'm gonna just say this, and it's kind of a hot take. Most of the shonen that came out recently, over the past few years, right? Mm-hmm. All the main characters are versions of Naruto.
Yeah, I get it too.
Yeah.
I love Black Clover, but
Natsu's a Naruto.
Natsu, Ashita.
Not Natsu. Ashita. Ashita's a Naruto. Hell. Bakugo's a Naruto. Deku's a Naruto.
Deku's a Naruto. They're kind of like
2 versions of Naruto.
2 versions of Naruto.
In one anime. And it's all the mainstream animes kind of just were so same.
See, it's really same.
And played it a little too safe sometimes.
A little too safe. And it's just when you get fresh breast. I love titties. The fresh
every episode.
A breath of fresh air in anime, especially for you've been watching anime 20 plus years.
We can leave it at a breath of fresh air.
A breath of fresh air. Yeah. Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
It's just when you see, because you watch enough anime, you kind of seen it all, right? You kind of see,
especially when you start off with hardcore anime, Fist of the North
Star, Guyver,
fucking hell, some Gundams. Fucking, I love saying it, Ninja Scroll.
No, yeah, there's when you start off with hardcore violence, no 9-year-old should be watching this, but we were.
We were. But then when you start off with hardcore violence, you kind of don't want to, we already had development phase where we grew up, we kind of don't want to see a fucking 9th grader, going through the motions. Like it gets real tiring and it's kind of creepy when you think about it. Like what's with the obsession of making 9-year-olds heroes?
But that's the whole thing about shonen.
That little boy. That's like literally
young man
or little boy. Yeah.
Which is hilarious because
that's why Goten and Trunks can't grow up. Because the show's got a bunch of grown ass men. They need a little boy.
I was like Dragon Ball was shonen. All were shonen. And then like it blew my mind when I found out like Fist of the North Star was a shonen. Yeah. Fucking Kenshiro like 18. There's no way that. So for people that don't know, make sure you put a picture of that nigga
like he's so huge.
He's 18 fucking years old in the beginning of the anime. And I think remember, he's 18 to like he was 22.
Remember he was walking through buildings.
Yeah.
Slow as shit.
It's like a 18 months, like a 5-year span, and you have like the second series. It's like another like. But it takes place like 10 years later or some shit.
Yeah,
like
anime was whack for a good couple of years.
Anime was pretty whack.
But now it's like soon as Demon Slayer season 1 came out, that's when it started picking back up.
And I'm just like, yes. And then
you will have your occasional hits like Mob Psycho, One Punch Man.
Yeah. Jujutsu Kaisen, which came out. And that's what got me so hyped for Demon Slayer. Because I'm just like, they're doing that same Jujutsu Kaisen shit every single episode. It's just like,
just hands.
Just keeps going.
It spirals out of control.
Just keeps spiraling. Just keeps going. And every time you think it can't get any better, it gets better.
I like how we're finally fulfilling the blurb part. Now we're being nerds.
Yeah, well,
the last couple of episodes we ain't even talking about anime.
No anime, no video games, no nothing.
No video games, no anime, nothing.
Anime is like, like I said, it's starting to come full circle where you're getting like studios and animations who's like aren't trying to do the same exact thing over and over and over again.
And it's not like Toei where they just have billions of dollars, but they
do nothing with it.
They do nothing with it. Like the animation is always bad, and it's always 2 frames of animation fights.
Yeah, there's not. Yeah,
like
they do nothing.
How many times we need to see Goku and Vegeta do this punch over and over? Teleport.
Teleport. Like how many times can you fucking watch this shit? Like
like I love me some Dragon Ball, but I can't deny that it's lazy.
Yeah, but see that's where it's the good thing about, because a lot of these studios are independent studios.
Yeah.
Or studios that are independent, but they're backed by a big company. UFO Table, Madhouse.
They all bring in the heat.
All just heat. Aniplex.
Aniplex.
Like Elmo said, which is true. Anytime you see the Aniplex, the anime is about to be fine.
Oh yeah, it's about to go down.
Like, I'm Leo. We're the center of attention. Look at my muscles. I don't really have muscles, but muscles.
Yeah, me neither. I don't got them anymore.
You want to do this? Guess I do this because it looks like I have muscles.
Yeah, it does. All right,
but I don't.
Yeah,
it's like I'm flexing.
This is one of those weird guy things.
Yeah, weird guy things. Where you're just like, I got muscles.
Oh yeah, bro. Yeah, bro. Oh, son. And then why? Weird guy things.
There's nothing really there.
Nothing.
But anime is making a comeback, and we're all enjoying it.
Like, if I was a fucking teenager, and all this shit was coming out.
They're so lucky.
They're so lucky.
They're so lucky.
Like,
this is...
Me and my sons watched Demon Slayer the other week, and when the shit started ramping up, and he was like, "Whoa, oh, yeah." That's the magic of anime.
That's the magic of anime, baby.
Yeah, that's the magic. Yeah, that's it. That's that magic I can't feel anymore because I'm old. I'm old and jaded.
So
I can't experience that joy.
Like you said, it brought back that excitement that we used to have when we were kids watching anime.
Yes.
Like Demon Slayer,
where you're just looking at like a cool, crazy fight, and you're like, and you just in your imagination goes wild. Like, what if?
Yeah. What if? Like, yo, this is.
What if I was?
Your imagination is like it just.
I know I shit on katanas, but Demon Slayer, you're doing something
with their katanas.
Yeah, with your katanas, I like it.
And it's good to see that they're bringing the heat.
Yep, and then just be sitting around sniffing everybody. You smell like a demon.
You smell like a demon.
No,
you do have that fucking Tanjiro nose.
I do fucking got that dumbass Tanjiro nose. This little guy starts pooping all over the place. I'll be like, get away from me.
See, why can't you just be like that all day, bro? Like, you just be chilling. Yeah, like, people would love you if you just fucking chill.
No, sometimes he's still a baby, so he gets to zoomies a lot. Like, he has a lot of pent-up energy. Because he's growing. He's a growing boy.
But back to different forms of media coming back around. Like, what I want to come back around is gaming, because that shit's fucking dead.
Oh, gaming is in such a low. It's in a bad place. It's in a bad place.
Really bad place.
I think I have hopes that 2022 is going to be.
There's a lot of shit that dropped.
Because there was that one, like every time a console comes out, there's like a year where it's bad, and then the next year is like fire. They're dropping bombs. But some companies aren't as innovative or willing to take risks like they used to. Mm-hmm. Like Ubisoft, prime example. They found a formula that works.
They keep doing it.
They haven't stopped making Far Cry 3 since they made Far Cry 3. They're on Far Cry 6, and they had a couple of spinoffs. So
yes, I've only played one, the greatest one, Blood Dragon.
Yeah,
that's the only one I ever played. I was like, this shit is cool.
That was DLC for Far Cry 3.
Yeah, because it's like this shit's fucking cool. But
Blood Dragon was awesome. It had no right to be
that good.
And then when you hear the backstories, because a guy did some coke,
some acid and coke, and just like wrote it in one weekend.
We're gonna make this game.
We're gonna make this game,
and it became a thing, and it's so nice. It's so nice.
But yeah, like when companies find like just like that formula and they stick to it, and this. It's weird because
it makes them billion.
Yeah, and they'll get like they'll find that formula, and then the first one or two games are like, oh, it's so intuitive and but then they just stick.
Then they just keep doing it, and then it loses its magic.
Mm-hmm. But then on the other hand, you have companies who will find, like you were saying, perfect example, Dark Souls. With Dark Souls 1, they found that magic, and that second one came out,
and it was garbage because they put like a bunch of idiots on it. Not idiots.
And I don't play Dark Souls.
Their B team worked on Dark Souls.
And I make fun of anyone like Dark Souls. Roll, backstab. Roll, backstab. That's what I'm playing shit for. But I played Dark Souls 2, and I'm just like, this is fucking horrible. Because I like Bloodborne.
You like Bloodborne. Bloodborne feels a lot like Dark Souls 3 and Dark Souls 1.
Okay.
So that's because that's a working formula. But then you play Dark Souls 2 where they had like another team working on it or whatever, and they just did some weird. It's still From Software, but it's just another team.
It's one of those examples.
Yeah, it's like the B team.
They give the B team, and then the B team does some bullshit. But then sometimes
that was it. The B team did some bullshit.
Sometimes you have games like I'm finally getting into like Fallout, where they gave Fallout New Vegas to Obsidian, and everyone loves Fallout New Vegas.
But that's because Obsidian is the original, like that was a bunch of people from Obsidian who made the OG Fallouts. And that's why New Vegas is so... And then it doesn't bullshit you like Fallout 4 and Fallout 3 does. Because remember, you played Fallout 4, right? Mm-hmm. And you didn't play New Vegas. But in the beginning of Fallout 4, it takes you like 30 minutes to get to the game before you can actually explore and do stuff. Fallout New Vegas, they straight up show you a small ass cutscene where dude's like, hey man, looks like the game is rigged from the start. Bam! And he shoots you in the face. And then you just wake up and it's some dude like, oh, hey, I pieced you together, son. And then he's like, show me what you look like. You create your character and then boom, you're done. You're in the open world right after that. Of course, there's a tutorial quest. You can do it or you can skip it. That is the magic of Fallout 3. New Vegas. You can actually, like, choose to skip things. You can fuck yourself if you want. You know what I mean? Like, you know how some games won't let you skip the tutorial?
No, you gotta do
because you'll screw yourself over.
Like, nothing wrong. Like, give me like a 10, 15 minute tutorial, 20 minute tutorial. But like when I'm an hour in and it's still
a tutorial. Like, come on,
it's
bro.
like this is
come on, bro.
This is a little bit too much.
But then again, Elmo can't play games.
Elmo plays games like an IGN reviewer.
And if you know anything about IGN reviewers and playing games,
they're pretty fucking bad.
They're so bad at video games. But they know how they have the drive to get through it. That's the point, right?
I guess. Yeah, he does have the drive to get there because he got through Odyssey.
He gets through a lot of games that I'm like, you really sat there and beat it? Because he doesn't do that thing that we do too often where you'll start a game and you never finish it.
Yeah,
because you just like, I'm done. You just like, I've seen enough. I'm done. Yeah. Here's hoping 2022 will be good for games.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff coming out. Like, I know I'm broke as shit, but tomorrow, Seafood and Ollie World comes out. 2 games I really want.
I think the recent acquisitions in game... is that the word? Acquisition?
I don't know. Something like that. Acquiring those companies.
Yeah. The new companies that has been bought out. Xbox buying out Activision and EA and stuff. Wait, no, they didn't buy out EA, but they bought out like Activision and shit.
They bought out Activision, owned a bunch of Bethesda. Yeah,
Activision and Blizzard. They bought Activision and Blizzard. And then Bethesda and Sony buying Bungie. That might slow down game development a little bit because there's some probably some contract shit, and then staff gets jumbled around, and so that might make some games take a while to come out, and then let's not even talk about exclusives.
No, I say that's the thing with I think it's Skill Up made like a video talking about the Sony acquiring Bungie, and he made a good point. He was saying that everyone knows Sony for that really good single player experience.
Yep.
Want that amazing story, good single player experience. Sony.
Oh my God! Can you imagine PlayStation's Halo?
Sony, yes, Sony is the way to go. But he said that Sony doesn't have any first-person multiplayer shooter games, and he says from a business standpoint, it makes sense for them to buy Bungie.
Yeah, it does,
because Bungie is making a game for them, or they're making a
place. Remember, the only game Sony had that was a multiplayer game was Killzone.
Yeah, and then he brought up like Killzone,
and it
just kind of went.
It whoosh from like that first one that first couple was really good, but then it's like, and the games didn't drop in quality or anything.
No, it's just people lost interest.
There wasn't really an interest in it.
But it was like that. Remember, it was like that whole time where every game was, this is the Halo killer.
Where everyone wanted to make a Halo. It was crazy that every Sony fanboys really wanted a Halo.
I know, everything
so bad. Like, now look at them. They got Halo guys. Can't beat them. Join them.
But I mean, they're gonna, with the backing of Sony, they should be able to make a really good story-driven game. Because that was one of the problems with the
Killzone.
No, not Killzone.
Halo. Gears. Wait.
You know what I mean? Titan's fan.
Titan. Oh, Titanfall.
No, not Titanfall. Titanfall was amazing.
Destiny.
There you go. Destiny. That story was just...
That story was fuck. That story, remember, because it's just how they handled it, Destiny 1 came out, the story wasn't really in the game.
It's like,
you had to collect some cars and shit to get the story, and then the little story they drip fed you was bullshit. It was just like, it wasn't interesting. You just played it you played Destiny 1 to hang out with your friends. That's basically it.
And I didn't have a PlayStation at the time. What was the whole thing? Why they got rid of Peter Dinklage?
They got rid of Peter Dinklage because they claimed that his voice acting was boring. But
you said everyone loved him, though.
I'd loved him because I'd loved him. It doesn't mean he did a great job.
Okay.
But whole time though, he didn't do a bad job. It's just the script they gave him was just bullshit. Shit. They gave him a script that had lines that was such as, "That wizard was from the moon." Ooh. Come on, man. And then they canned him. They canned his voice actor. I mean, they revamped it and replaced his whole voice just so Destiny 2 can have like the same voice actor. I guess Peter Dinklage costs too much too. So they probably canned him for that as well, so that they can have this ghost voice be the same in both Destiny 1 and Destiny 2. And that makes sense to me.
Okay.
You know, they just started trying to flip the script like Peter Dinklage did such a bad job.
That's the only thing. I wasn't playing Destiny at that point.
Yeah, but you can look it up. Like, you can look it up. It's a lot of clips on the internet. I came into
a Destiny game late. I remember y'all was just like, man, we paid $40-$50 for these fucking expansions.
Yo, them expansions are like, if you want to talk about overpriced and expensive,
that was another thing that like
Destiny's expansions. Why do every expansion has to cost $60?
Nah, it shouldn't be full price.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Damn, dude, you're gonna kill another recording,
dude.
Shit.
Okay, well.
But anyway, like $70 for each expansion, and each expansion comes out every couple of months, and then they usually drop them when new games drop and shit. Mm-hmm. So they're just like, and then Bungie had this real arrogant attitude about it too. Like, if you can't afford it, just don't get it. But all your friends are gonna get it, and then they'll lock you out of content because they want to incentivize you to buy the DLC. So it was really malicious and actually terrible how they handled it.
That's what I heard. Like, people came Bungie for that.
Yeah. They did it again with Destiny 2. Which is why now that Destiny is finally, like, they did that little witch thing or whatever, but that's why when Destiny faded into obscurity, nobody mourned it.
No.
Nobody's mourning Destiny and nobody cared.
I remember we all, the funny thing, all of us, after, because I started playing Destiny late, right? The reason I started playing Destiny is because I have a job. We'll get to that story one day. But, I was just like, all right, let me play Destiny. And I legitimately bought the base game and all the DLCs for like $20. So it's like close to the end of the game.
Yeah, like if you were late if you're late to adopt it, you're good. Yeah. You're good. You got so much content, yo.
Yeah.
You got you got so much game.
Yeah, I got an actual game.
Yeah. I hate you. That's what Destiny 1 wasn't when it first came out. It was not a game.
No, I got an actual game. Goodness. But they were all just like, all of us, we're not getting Destiny 2 at all.
And then we got
Destiny 2 comes out. You got it. Yeah, I got it. I got it. Yeah,
it was like the shameful.
Yeah, shameful.
Like when you holler at that one person, you fuck with that one person, you really know you ain't supposed to. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I hit. Yeah, I did it.
I did that.
I did that. Yeah, that was me.
And we all played it. We enjoyed it, and then we stopped playing it. Oh, we all stopped playing it at the same time.
And I was so grateful that I was not one of the ones who bought all that DLC and wasted more and more money over and over.
I bought some of the DLC when it was on sale because I kind of started playing again with Kid and Elmo. But
I tried to boot it up and see if I was still feeling it.
No, because
I wasn't feeling it.
Yeah, it just feels, because coming from playing the newer Call of Duty and having back on the guns just felt really stiff. There's a lot of shit. Our fucking clan that we had. The WAD.
No one messes with the WAD.
No one messes with the WAD. We
are best. What was it?
We are deities.
We are deities.
We lost that clan.
We lost that.
We lost that clan.
You can tell the story if you want.
Dude, I do not have to okay, all right. So I got into Destiny because they were looking. It was Donnie, Bruce, Elmo were looking for a fourth. Usually their fourth was another dude named Sean that we all played with. I was new to playing with them. It's probably been like a year I've been playing video games with you guys. And I just I don't know what Destiny is. I don't fucking play Destiny. But they were like, one night, fucking Elmo bitch ass.
Elmo is the worst kind.
And he doesn't tell us this until like a year later. Yeah, that was me. So they were supposed to go and what you guys do one of the raids or some shit like that, trying to do one of the raids or get some weapon or some shit. They're all supposed to do it. And then Elmo, Donnie, and Bruce were like ready to schedule it. And then no Sean.
And then Sean comes late.
Sean comes late and he's like, we're just like, hey, Donnie is just like, he's like, just because in Donnie's voice, hey man, you're ready to play.
You ready to play some Destiny,
man?
Come on, man. Let's just do it.
Man, let's just do it. No, I've been getting 1,000 invites to play Destiny. I'm tired. I gotta be at work in the morning. I have a job.
This is like, I guess he was stressing because I don't think he was working until he wasn't a working man.
No, he didn't know. He didn't understand.
He didn't understand that
that's how life is. That's how it is. And we're all trying to explain to him, like, because he's younger than all of us. No, him and Donnie about the same age. But Donnie's been working since he's like 15.
He's been working since he was like 20.
So like, we've all had shitty retail jobs. Like, and we understand that retail, like during like that holiday winter season, is fucking taxing. You're underpaid, you're overworked. Like, and then he was like an assistant manager at the time. And we're just like, bro, we get it. We get it. And
but
he's like, you don't understand. You don't understand it. Like, we're all
no. The thing is, right, we was going back and forth with him on him joining the thing, right? And he was like, and I was like, I'm just going to send invites until you use this. Because he just was like feeling like being a little bitch that day. Yeah. Because he was being bitchy.
Mad
so
bitchy.
I was like, we're just going to send invites until you join. He was like, I don't care. Send as many invites as you want. I sent like 5 invites.
And then Elmo's the king of petty. This nigga kept.
This nigga invite. Yeah, and that's what came out like a few months later.
2 months later.
I sent that man like 30 invites.
Like 30, 40 invites.
And that's why he got super
And that's why that motherfucker got like, so mad. And I'm just like, and then he's like jabbing. I'm just like, all right, man, I'll go pick up Destiny and like play with you guys on. It's like, don't worry about it.
Yeah.
And then it's just like all of a sudden everybody just backs out the fucking party. Yeah. I get a message from him. Yo, should I just jab on that bitch ass nigga? Should I just cuss him the fuck out? Should I cuss him the fuck out? And I'm just like, nah, man.
Because I'm a nice guy generally.
Yeah, but it was one of those things where he just raged and it was just unnecessary. He would rage all the time, but it was unnecessary.
And I'm like, should I tell him to fuck off? Because
it was just really, really, really.
He talked like he bitching somebody. Like you're not going to hold me, my friend.
He's like one of those. And that was the first one, right? Yeah. And then after that, we were still, because we were in
because he still, after that, like, it was just like we kept going back and forth, and then he deleted the clan.
No, but that was later though. That's when Kid wanted
No.
When Elmo wanted to play with Kid, and then he kicked all of us.
Yeah, he kicked all of us from the clan.
Yeah, later, because Elmo again was he was at work.
No, I think it was the same instance.
No, it was later. Okay. Because this was probably like 2 years. It was like a while.
Okay.
It was like a year, 2 years later.
Oh yeah,
because that's when I started playing with Kid.
It was because Kid and him stay around the same neighborhood, and Kid saw his girlfriend, and he was like, "That's so weird. You saw my girl in public. What? How?" And I was like,
"Well, but to say that Sean, we're all older dudes. Sean was a dude in early 20s. We're almost 28, 30. We're older, so everything he's talking about, we've been through, and we were trying to tell him like, yo, like, you don't have the life experience. You don't understand, like, what you think you're getting a hype over and upset of. It's not going to matter in the long run. And years later,
it didn't matter.
And, he's still a homie.
He's still a homie.
Will always be the homie. And he'd be like, yeah, y'all are right. Y'all are definitely like, yeah, man, we tried to tell you, like, you young, just chill out. These things, everything we told him was going to happen, fucking happened.
Everything happened like a playbook.
Like, and this man, I said something, but him and Donnie called that shit.
I called everything.
That shit.
Everything. We all live, we learn, we grow.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
But he deleted all of us from the clan.
He deleted the whole clan.
All he had to do was log in and then add Kid, and he wouldn't do it, and then Elmo kept.
Yup,
we all asked him. We're all and then
Elmo harassed.
And then we're all like, Sean, like, just do it right now. He's like, I'm gonna do it when I feel like it. I'm at work. I don't care.
That's because and Elmo was just like, just give me admin privileges so I can do it.
Yeah.
And Sean just kept fighting him over it. And the whole time though, he's in the PlayStation party on his phone. Mm-hmm. So, and I didn't know he was at work at the time. So it was just a whole mess.
And then
because we were scheduling another event.
Yeah.
In Destiny.
Yeah. Yeah, we were all scheduled to do one of those raids. One of the raids where this nigga's just like, yeah, I'm gonna join y'all. Doesn't fucking show up. Hey, is Bruce supposed to help us out? Because it's one of the like 6 mans or whatever.
Yeah, I remember that. I said y'all clean up.
Clean the fuck off.
I said y'all straight
It's like,
up.
where the fuck is... All right, anyway, but no, he kicked us all from the clan.
Yeah, and I got pissed because I was like, what? I didn't do anything.
Shit. Exactly. Me, you, and Donnie were neutral parties. We didn't do shit. And he kicked everybody.
And that's why...
He's like, you want to know what? You're all kicked.
And you're all done.
All done.
Your gooses are cooked.
Gooses are cooked. And then Elmo being Elmo, this nigga makes another clan, invites all of us. Guess what the fucking name is?
The name of the new clan is I Have a Job Too. And then the clan description is we all have jobs and we plan on keeping it that way.
Yo, you should go on Destiny, pull it up. Make sure you put that in there so you can...
I will do my best. Because it is cancer.
It is so bad.
It is the most...
It is so bad.
It is so shady because that's the kind of sneak dissing ass scum that Elmo is.
Elmo's something else.
Yeah, that's why I never miss an opportunity to make fun of how he got blue balls going to California. How you fly all the way across the country to see a motherfucker and they blue ball you. You established that you was smashing. And then she was like, fuck you.
I would have been pissed.
Yeah.
I would have been
She's
pissed.
like, thanks for the dinner, bum. Bye.
Bye. Let me go fuck another nigga.
Let me go fuck this dude I was telling you that was just a friend.
You bought me this food, now he about to dick me down.
He finna dig me down and you finna listen to it.
But speaking of which, women actually do that though. So if you're a guy and you're talking to a girl, not saying you take her to dinner and she's gonna go fuck somebody else, but
there's a chance.
There's a chance, because women do, like to get free meals here and there.
Yeah, it is. It's literally just that. They just want sometimes they just want a free meal.
Mm-hmm. It'll be like that.
It sucks, but it happens. So what?
It's one of those things you gotta,
You gotta take your L.
Take your L's, charge it. Charge it
to the game.
There you go. I couldn't say it.
Yeah.
Charge it to the game. There you go.
I know all those catchphrases.
There you go.
I know all those catchphrases. Charge it to the game, son. Play his fuck up.
Everyone, yeah. Everyone.
Like we all been there where we just like had paid for like a really nice date and everything, and it just did not go our way.
It didn't.
Like it just went south.
I'm thinking about me getting friend zoned. I used to get friend zoned a lot back in the day. Friend zone. Speaking of the friend zone, advice for young men, or men in general. If a girl puts you in the friend zone and you don't want to be in the friend zone, don't be friends with her.
Boom. No, mind blown.
Right? Don't get me wrong. Now, if it's someone, like I have like one or two legit female friends that I don't want to sleep with. I have no ulterior motives.
Yeah,
that's fine.
But that's fine. That's
if it's someone that you like,
if it's someone that you had a romantic interest in, the thing to getting out of the friend zone, if you're friend zoned, is keep doing everything right. Treat her like the queen she's supposed to be treated, and then stop. Just stop.
Mm-hmm.
Just give up, and she'll come
silent. You gotta give her the silent treatment.
Just treat her like she's a nobody. Move on. Find another girl. Treat her like she's somebody.
And when she sees that,
she's gonna see that. She's gonna the primal humans want what they can't have.
This is true.
So she's probably gonna be like, hey, he's treating that bitch how he could have treated me. And then she's gonna try to take you from that bitch. But just be careful because how you begin your relationship will be how it ends. Because that karma shit is not a joke. This is free game, but it's also toxic.
It is toxic. You can be that toxic shit comes back, and it always comes back when the girl that you really want to be with.
It does.
It's always that one girl that you really want to be with. That's when you get all the toxic shit. Yeah. All the toxic karma. Man, people don't talk about that shit. They talk about all the, fucking
like this. Yeah, I remember slinging dick all over the city.
My body count. I got
I fucked so many.
You know what's that's so weird? Like with the whole like the red pill community. What's your leg count? What are we fucking 12?
Yeah.
I mean, you shouldn't have sex at 12, but like you know what I mean.
Sexual molestation.
But what do you like? 20? What are you in 19, 18? Like
yeah. What are you? 15?
Leg count doesn't matter.
Like it doesn't matter.
You shouldn't. I mean, like you shouldn't get so obsessed with having sex with so many women. He's the perfect guy to talk to you about that because he's probably had sex with like 400 women compared to like my like 45. 50.
You're gonna keep putting me on blast for being a hee-ho.
I'm just being honest. But like I'm saying, like, but we still respect each other when it comes to that because I can listen to him. He can listen to me. There's different things that, you know.
Different perspectives on shit, but like I say, I'm at a point where I can respect the person who has a low body count more than the person with a really high body count. Because, I don't know, it's something I don't have. So, you know what I mean?
And your body, like I said, your body count doesn't
and it really don't matter. Like, but no, after being around a lot, I came to a point where I was like, damn, dude, I should have just stayed a fucking virgin. Like, dead ass.
And no one talks about this shit. Sex is overrated, man. People, it's just like, after a while. But don't get me wrong.
I get where you're coming from.
And you want, it's good to have, but the thing that's pressured into boys and men is like you gotta have sex with so many people. You gotta
man,
find people.
Find someone. What kind of man are you if you're not? You only been with one woman in your life. What kind of man?
There's nothing wrong with that. You want to be with one woman.
Like that whole fake alpha mentality where you gotta sleep with a lot of women and then you settle down with a woman who only
slept with 2 people.
Oh, yeah.
That shit's so fucking stupid.
With 3 people. She only slept with 3 people.
Number thing. Oh, my girl has to. I done fucked 1,000 women.
That whole
my
shit
girl can only have sex with me.
Yeah, that shit is rooted in insecurity.
Yeah,
like hardcore. And I'm not even gonna sit here and flex like I haven't been insecure like that before. Yeah. Like because I have been.
What the fuck is he doing though? It's not.
He's scraping. He buries his shit wrong.
He's scraping the edge, not the.
Yes, he buries his wrong.
Oh, there you go. Finally, bro. It took him like a minute.
I know. I live with him.
His cat's a tad bit slow.
He's a tad. Then he runs off. He's embarrassed. He's like, oh, they see me. They see me taking him. Oh, God. Oh, God, my little baby dick.
4 inches.
Oh, if you got 4 inches, you're actually the most desirable guy in the room. I'm Jordan Peterson.
The fact that fucking Comptown said Jordan Peterson sounds like Kermit the Frog.
Like he sounds like Sad Kermit.
He sounds like Sad Kermit. I will never, ever unhear that.
It's not okay to me.
You gotta make sure you put in him, Jordan Peterson crying. The one you love.
Oh, my favorite clip of him. This suffering is unbearable. He cries in public a lot. He was such a red pill guy. He cried.
But I mean, there's nothing wrong with crying. There's nothing wrong.
Okay, I will give you that. There's nothing wrong with crying. I'm just emotionally jaded, so I only cry like once a year.
Fuck that, bro. Sometimes,
I'm fucked up.
Sometimes I be sitting there. We all need to cry. Sometimes I be just fucking crying.
Yeah, my fucking.
I be sitting there. It builds up, and then like it be the little shit.
Yeah.
Like, but I make sure. I be in the dark crying to myself. Don't have my headphones on. Have my face turned so no one sees me.
But I had a period where I was crying like a bitch a lot. I cried more than I ever cried in my life, and that was fucking.
Get off the table, Kit Kat.
And that was fucking with somebody I had no business fucking with.
Yes.
Yeah.
This nigga. This nigga.
Will I do it again,
bro? I'll
do it again. Do it again. But no. It's just a lot of things with that relationship we went about it like horribly wrong, but you live and you learn type shit, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and hindsight is always 20/20. Did he just climb on my fucking counter? Yeah, he just dipped off. But no, man, Hindsight is 20/20 with regards to like relationships and shoulda, coulda, woulda type shit. Like I could have did this, or we could have did that. But you know what matters is what you actually did do. You know what I mean? And in that moment, neither of us handled a lot of situations appropriately because we weren't respecting each other's gangster.
Yeah.
And you know, and you see that when you get some retrospective. You know?
Yeah, when you have time to sit back and.
Yeah. And it's like, you know, if only we'd have came at it as healed people. Because we both had our own versions of hurt. And you know how you, as a guy, when you have your little heartbreak, you go into savage mode.
Savage mode. I just want to, I'm about to hurt every girl. Every single girl.
And then you don't get out of that mindset until something else happens. You know what I mean? It's like you can get stuck in that mindset.
Yeah, it's like
and then
I want to find that. I want to find that.
And that kind of spilled over into that relationship. And you know, mind you, because certain things happen. I'm like, oh, you think I'm a fucking bitch? So my toxic mindset. I'm like, okay, bet I'm gonna do some fucked up shit. And then she would, you know, respond, and then it would escalate. It's all a downward spiral type shit. So. Yeah, in hindsight, you know, if we both came healed and respected each other, it would be cool.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Yeah.
Because you really love that girl.
I actually cared.
I know, but
and it's hard for me to care.
She didn't get it.
She didn't get it, nah. But it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. You just gotta, but now I just had to learn the lesson of just letting things die.
Yeah.
Yeah, you gotta let a beautiful thing die
sometimes, man. Sometimes you do.
Yeah.
Especially
that's cool with me.
In a situation like that.
Yeah. At first I was fighting it because I don't know. You know, you want to fight heartbreak. You want to fight it with everything you got. You don't want to feel hurt, but it's okay.
Yeah, sometimes
it's not that bad. It was all right.
But that's the thing though. You gotta get through, like you said, like when men get hurt, they go into savage mode, but you can't stay in that mode. Like I said, I'm gonna want to find a clip and send. I think I played for you a couple weeks ago where the dude was from the movie. Dude was talking about like girls create guys like me because it's, you know, you pour your heart and soul just into like one chick, and you want to do so right by her, and then she just fucking just crushes
you. Yeah.
And like now you make a promise to yourself where you'll never let anyone in like that ever again.
Yep.
And now the cycle continues. It's just like,
because then you're hurting women, and then
you're hurting women that are hurting men that are hurting women. It's just
it's the cycle of hurt.
It's that cycle of hurt.
And that's one of the things I'm trying to like not fall back into a lot of bad habits after this one, because I could easily be Hurt Man Joe.
Yeah.
And going out here just being a dog.
Sometimes, you know, it's just like...
I'm just like, I'm gonna chill.
Sometimes you gotta chill. Sometimes you want to be, you know, Hurt Man Joe, as you say.
Hurt Man Joe.
Hurt Man Joe.
Going out here hurting everybody.
Hurting these women.
You know, going out here pumping my Nerf gun. It's nerfing nothing. Nerf nothing.
When you turn into Macho Man Randy Savage.
But no, that ain't the way to go.
Nah, it really
ain't. It's about, you know, growing from shit.
Super Soakers from the 90s taught us how to jerk off.
Oh my goodness, Super Soakers are the worst. Like you
pump it, and then you shoot.
I didn't know how crazy I looked as a little kid walking up to girls. I'm about to wet you up.
I'm about to wet you up.
I'm about to wet you. Okay. And then you. And then it's at the pool party, and the little next door girls are just ow, y'all spray me, baby. What the hell am I talking about?
I don't know what kind of pool party you went to.
I don't know. It was just like a goofy.
Yeah, you know, but everyone has Super Soakers.
Everybody has
Super Soakers. Pump that shit. And you know what's crazy too?
They're pumping.
It's like you pump it hard until you couldn't pump it no more.
Yeah.
You had to release.
Like where the thing would come down extra slow, and then you're just like, now it's gonna squirt the fuck out of you, but it doesn't squirt any harder, and then it's supposed to. You think the PSI would be better, but it's not.
They just kept making bigger ones.
They kept making them bigger, and then the bigger ones you just had to pump even harder because it's like, why do they all have this stupid ass pump function?
The handle that you pull back, it didn't have a trigger, but it's a big one.
Oh, nice. I always wanted to meet somebody who had the one with the backpack.
My friend had the one with the backpack. That one was cool.
That one was cool?
That was pretty
because
cool.
I always thought, like, man, it must be pretty cool to have the one with the backpack. Because you don't have to refill as much.
Not as much.
Yeah, man.
But the stream wasn't that great, though. I mean, it was cool, but it wasn't as strong as like.
Wasn't that great? Okay.
You know, it wasn't as strong as the other ones. But.
Yeah. Look at us.
It's Nerf or nothing.
A couple of grown ass men.
Talk about Nerf.
Talk about Nerf or nothing. You know what song pops in my head from time to time? Sock and Bopper song.
Sock and Boppers.
More fun than a pillow fight.
Sock and Boppers.
Sock and Bopper. Blow them up. Put your hand inside. Get ready to have.
Bro, those are the worst. Those shit, I remember, like, my friend Sean had some, and, like, them shit, you still feel that punch. It just fucking hurt. I remember getting punched that shit.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers trying to sock the shit out you for real.
Though, you know, little boys don't be pulling their punches.
You
play fighting with your homies. Y'all be trying to knock each other.
Yeah, be throwing.
You know, you tried to knock your homie out. You know you did.
Not on purpose, but it was
not
just
on
like,
purpose. But you was throwing pretty hard.
You was throwing pretty hard. You know, that makes me think about. You should probably look this commercial up, even though I always say it. But the Mr. Bucket song, put your balls in my mouth.
Balls in my mouth.
They never thought of buckets of fun. It was like, yo, put your balls in your mouth, my nigga. As a kid, I was just like, buckets of fun.
But I didn't think nothing of it as a kid. But now that I hear it as an adult, that's pretty fucked.
You know what? I never understood fucking Sorry. What's the point of that game?
Oh, shit. Bro, I don't even know it. I played it. I actually understood how to, like, you know, you bought it. Ain't it the one with the little pop thing in the middle?
Mm-hmm. No, that's Trouble.
That's Trouble.
Sorry is the one where it's just like, I don't remember. But yeah, that one, Trouble 2 was weird because you had to get to the... Yeah. You had to get all your colors to the whatever, some shit like that.
Yeah. Oh, Trouble was such a pain in the ass.
There's Trouble, there's... People did the game that fucking that used to break people's ankles. Skip it. Oh, bro, man. Bam! Motherfuckers just fall. Like, cause you hit your leg, now you're going face fall, face first. Like, Skip It was a fucking hazard. That was one of the toys we barely had as a kid. My mom never really got to skip it that often.
No, we had him at they would break really quickly.
We had him at school for recess. Yeah. I remember one time I was playing and I fucking hit my ankle.
I think his development is off because his body grew, but his head is still small as hell. It was like, what's wrong with my cat? His head is like two sizes too small. Make me think something really wrong with him.
He did say he's inbred.
He's a product of incest. It's just something I've been noticing over the past month or so.
Speaking of 90s game, was it Simon Says? Was that the one?
Yeah, Simon Says.
Color.
Yeah.
Yes. That one was fun for like 5 minutes and
then you get well, you got ADHD. I was in the zone with that bitch.
No, yeah.
Like you would get in that like when you get
that good memorization game.
Yeah, good memory game. It's great actually.
Then you had Twist It, Pull It, Bop It.
Now Bobby got frustrating to me after a certain point.
Flick it, twist it, stroke it, jerk it, fuck it.
And then you just sitting there. Oh yeah, you like that, don't you?
It's like fucking shake weights.
Like a shake. Oh god, shake weight. But everybody started as soon as shake weight came out. The joke started flying.
No, what was the other one with the little dick one where the guy? This guy.
Oh, the one where you wobble it around.
I gotta find that clip.
What is that called?
Harder, stronger, faster.
Harder. What the
New Jersey ass? Yeah,
New Jersey guy.
You'll be ripped in no time.
Now that we're on the subject of infomercials and Jersey accent,
fucking infomercials.
Remember fucking wow? You'll be saying wow every time you use his towel. I swear to God.
Swear to God.
Such a good towel. Look, see, all you gotta do is set it, pat on it a little bit, and then boom, you got it.
It's the same. It's Slap Chop guy.
Slap Chop. Did he go to jail for murdering somebody?
He went to jail and he got out. He was like in jail for like a year or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought he killed a guy.
I don't remember what happened. Didn't he he stabbed a guy in self-defense?
Yeah, okay. Because I remember
slap it, pop it. No wrong thing.
Somebody came up to him. He was like, "Ha!" Slap chop. Why? But speaking of infomercial people and weird shit, Billy Mays got fucking bodied.
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah, he died. Yeah,
it was like a heart attack.
Yeah, like a heart attack.
On
a
plane or some shit like that.
Yeah, he was
asleep. I don't know.
He was sitting on that plane thinking
OxyClean.
But wait, there's more.
I need the oxygen from OxyClean.
I need oxygen from OxyClean. All that oxygen I put in your clothes. I need it.
Have you ever used OxyClean?
Yeah.
Does it work?
Yeah, I heard it was really. I heard OxyClean was actually amazing. That's why it's in everything.
Oh, okay.
It's in Tide and shit.
I just remembered the fucking OxyClean thing.
Yeah, that shit actually is pretty legit. I need that extra oxygen you guys save. Please. No! But it's been a few years.
Yeah, some time has passed.
But,
you know,
my condolences.
I mean, hey, man, nothing's worse than my MLK joke. So.
Yeah,
you
know what? You did crack him up.
I did crack him up.
The beginning of the episode.
Oh, yeah. Oh, shit. It's Negro Month.
It is Negro Month.
It's Negro Month.
Yeah, that's why I was like, it's kind of funny that you went on your little tangent at the beginning of the Negro Month. Look at you go. Being pro-black.
Pro-black, because I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. And I'm black, y'all. There you go, because black people are the scum of the earth.
Black people. Oh, no, baby. Oh, no. What are you doing?
And I'm the cleaner to clean up the scum. He's fucking black.
Sounds like a fucking emo kid in 2012.
Fucking speaking of...
I come to clean up the skin.
Speaking of fucking, because I was telling you I was playing Mass Effect. And I'm like, yo, this is such a mid-2000 game.
What happened?
When you run the fucking shake cam, I hate it.
You talking about the camera following you?
He's like, this shit. Everyone had that shaky cam in the movies, and it's like,
yeah, they did. Fuck. Shaky cam. Oh. That hasn't been a thing in movies in a long time.
That was like a thing in action movies.
Yeah. And it was like every action movie
had
the camera guy following the guy. Like, shaking the camera and shit.
I was like, fuck, this is.
Yeah. I'm glad that died. Because it got annoying after a while because you couldn't enjoy a fight scene because the fight scene was more the camera just jerking all over the place. Instead of you seeing action, you just see two dudes, but you like let me get really close up to it. You just see their like backs and the camera's just shaking.
You know what had that really fucking bad?
Who?
Fucking not the first Transformers movie, the ones after.
The ones after.
They had that shit really bad.
Oh, it's bad enough you couldn't tell what the robots were.
No, you couldn't
because they all look like CGI messes.
Mm-hmm. The only reason you knew it was Autobots because they had colors.
They had colors. That's it. And then they had the nerve to add shaky cam to the fucking
Michael Bay and then boom, explosions. Yeah. It's like you're blinded by explosion, it's shaky cam, you don't know what the fuck
what the fuck is going on. And then when you actually look at the Autobots fighting the when they actually get to fisticuffs, it was such a bad fight.
Oh, yeah, they're bad fights.
I was just like, I'm gonna do a kick.
Yeah, the kick. Why did they always throw the spinning hook kick? I was like, why? There's a lot of spinning hook kicks.
They can't see that.
Well, I can't.
You can't do a spinning hook kick anyway.
I knock some shit up. But it's like the kick where they come around. It's like,
boom, yeah.
Oh.
And then you know that
are teeps. A lot of teeps.
Yeah. And then that's such a hard kick to get hit.
Oh yeah, every single time they. Why did when they would punch with some in the jaw, one in the jaw, go slow like?
Yeah, it was so bad.
Yeah.
Michael Bay. But that was fuck.
But even the Bumblebee was really good though.
Bumblebee, I didn't see it. That was around. Bumblebee came out after I gave up on Transformers.
Bumblebee's really fucking good.
Because
you've never seen Bumblebee?
I didn't see Bumblebee. I didn't see Prime movie, the Optimus Prime, whatever, Transformers Prime, whatever it is. I don't know.
The Knights of Prime, whatever.
Knights of Prime. I didn't see that.
You skipped that one. Bumblebee one came after that.
Yeah. What, you finna show me a clip from it?
Yes.
Yes, indeed.
At Jiffy Lube, it's our job to make car care make sense.
But they use it with the old school Transformers, from the movie. But with this, they can make a good fucking Transformers movie with what the characters look like. But this is more so the War for Cybertron. But this is the intro to fucking, not the song, but it's the intro to the movie. Tell me, this is what makes you so mad. Because this is what we should have got as Transformers. Okay. This shit is so fire. I'm on board.
I've lost contact with the capital!
This is what we should have got. This is what we should have got. I've been styling on niggas.
Why?
Oh, goodness!
Where's B-127?
All we need is a fucking American flag in the background. And a bald eagle for some reason. This is so American.
Optimus? Autobots, fall back! Get to the tower! Destroy the monster! Let none escape!
This is so cool.
Why didn't we get this? This is what we all wanted.
Cybertron has fallen. Get to the escape pods. There are other Autobots scattered across the galaxy. We must reach them if we hope to survive. Optimus, this is our home. We have to fight for it.
Send me this so I can upload it. I will.
We will fight on, but we must find refuge first. I found a planet that's well hidden. Earth. You will travel there and establish a base for us.
And then they made him ugly.
You must protect
When he could have, that's how he's supposed to look
That's
like
how
that.
it's supposed to look.
Find it, then our people are truly
Like,
finished.
Michael Bay overdid it.
I think this is not good. I think Michael Bay did this one.
No, not this one. I'm talking about his original Transformers. Yeah, I love everything about this.
Good luck, soldier. I'll buy you some time.
That's why everyone got hyped. Because it's supposed to be a follow-up to this. But no way.
Oh.
Come on now.
Damn.
Like, why?
Okay.
Like,
Okay.
that's the look
That's
up
the
the
Transformers.
Bumblebee, intro scene.
Boy.
That's the Transformers.
That's the Transformers we deserve.
Yeah, and the Bumblebee's a really good movie.
Oh, great. Now you had to make me feel regret.
Why?
Because it's like what could have been.
That's what could have been. And they're supposed to like follow, because I think this came out like Bumblebee like 2018. Oh yeah. What year did Bumblebee come out?
In the United States of America,
2018.
Bumblebee came out on December 21st, 2018.
Thank you.
So yeah.
Fuck.
If hopefully they read, but they said they're supposed to the Bumblebee movie was supposed to be a soft reboot.
A soft reboot? Oh, of the Transformers franchise? They need it at this point.
They need it.
Because, the movies were a mess.
Yes. And War for Cybertron is one of my favorite games.
Yeah?
Have you ever played in... I think you can't. I don't think you can... if they...
Yeah, it's gone. It's gone now. Perfect. War for Cybertron. Kit Kat. Oh, he looks dead. Oh.
He looks mad tired.
Yeah, he just was hyped all and he took a shit in front of us.
Man, he's like he about to be out for the count. We actually got to some nerd shit this episode.
Yes. Thank you guys for coming to see the Black Fake Blurred,
No
Soi Podcast.
Thank you.
Don't forget to like,
comment,
subscribe,
share with your friends.
Yeah, that's it, I guess.
Good one.